2, right? So any equation where your variable highest power is 2, then we call it as quadratic equation. So if I'm writing here 3x squared plus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. So you can see here highest power is 2. That means this is a quadratic equation, right? Now what is the standard form of this? Is so your first part is this. Then what is the standard form of a quadratic equation? Standard form, whenever you are having any equation, after simplifying you need to get it in ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 form, where a, b, c are real numbers and a can never be equals to 0, and a, b, c are the part of real numbers, right? Now after that, what are you going to learn in this chapter? There are three. So first standard form. Then here if you are learning about quadratic equation, you should know first standard form that we have already seen. Then how do we solve? Because any equation you need to get the solution or roots or here zeros. So how do we get it here? First we are going to learn how do we find out solving quadratic equation, right? So solving quadratic equation, what are the ways to solve the quadratic equation? You will see it is factorization method. Then you will see the quadratic formula method in this chapter, right? So quadratic formula, and then here what is the other part you are going to learn in this? You will see nature of root, right? So first part is solving quadratic equation. To solve the quadratic equation, other than that, you are going to take nature of roots. Nature of roots, you check the discriminant, which is nothing but b square minus 4ac. And the third part of this chapter, you will see the application based question, right? So here what are we going to do it here? First let us quickly see what are the methods. So first we will take solving equation. So what is the first method? Factorization, right? So your first you will see whether it's a quadratic equation or not, right? Then you will arrange your terms from highest to lowest power. Most of the time it's given in the similar way. See here, this is factorization method. If they say solve using factorization, right? So if I'm having solve using factorization, you know that we are going to do the splitting the middle term. Most of the time it's splitting the middle term. So here your what is your a here? If I see here, this is coefficient of x square is a always, coefficient of x is b, and the constant term is called as c, right? So you always take product of a and C, right? To get the product, what is the product here? 2 times minus 5, which is minus 10. Now minus 10, you are going to list all the factors. 1 times 10, 2 times 5, and 5 times 2. So that's the repetition. So these are the two pairs. Now I need the sum as minus 3. So what I will do, I'm going to do it here. The 10 plus 1 is 11, 10 minus 1 is 9. We can't take it. So 5 minus 2 is 3, but I need minus 3. So I'll take minus 5 plus 2, and you can check that the product should be minus 10, sum should be minus 3. So if I do splitting the middle term here, minus 5x, I'm splitting the middle term into two terms, right? So these kind of question you will have it here. What is the common factor here? X, 2x minus 5 plus 1 is the common factor, right? So what is the factorized form here? It is 2x minus 5 times x plus 1 equals to 0. So what are the two solutions here? If you see, 2x minus 5 is 0, so x is going to be equals to 5 by 2. Or you will get x plus 1 is 0, that is why x will be equals to negative 1, right? So this is the way, using factorization you can get two solutions. Now how do we use quadratic formula? See, some cases, most of the time application based questions you can do factorization, but there is quadratic formula also. What is the quadratic formula? If we are learning here, quadratic formula here to solve the quadratic equation, quadratic formula, you know that what is the quadratic formula? If this is standard form, bx plus c is 0. So quadratic, to get the value of x, we take minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? Now here what do we call? A is equals to minus 3, b is equals to 5, and c is 12, right? So x will be, if I substitute, it's minus 5 plus minus, always first get b square minus 4ac, right? Do it separately so that to avoid any mistake, 4a is minus 3, mistake with the sign, right? By 2 times minus 3, right? So how can we do it here? Minus 5 plus minus root 25, and here negative of negative is positive, so it will be positive 12 12s are 144 by minus 6. In quadratic formula, the calculation sometime will be lengthy, but you always get answer. If you are not able to factorize, use quadratic formula, right? So here what are you getting here? X is minus 5 plus minus 13 by minus 6. Now what are the two solutions? One time you are going to take positive, another time you will take negative. So positive 13 by minus 6, or you will get here minus 5 minus 13 by minus 6. So what do we get here? Minus 5 plus 13 is nothing but 8. So 8 by minus 6, or here minus 18 by minus 6. So what is the answer here? 4s are 3s are. So it is minus 4 by 3, or it will be 3. So there are the two solution here, right? Now after that, what is, so you have seen how do we take it? What is the second part here? Nature of roots. How do we take here nature of roots? Nature of roots, we take it which kind of solution you get it. That's called nature of roots, right? Nature of roots or solution or zeros. How do we get the nature of root here? We use discriminant, right? So here discriminant is equals to b square minus 4ac. There are three cases here. The case one, if I take it here, b square minus 4ac will be greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, there will be two distinct real roots, right? So here this is two distinct real roots. So distinct real roots. So that means your roots are going to be real numbers. Then what is the case 2 here? You are, if you are having b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, there will be two equal real roots, right? So this is two equal real roots. That means here there will be two solutions. Here there will be only one solution, right? Then the case 3 is, you can get here the value of b square minus 4ac as less than 0 also. So this is called no real roots. That means no real root. What is the meaning of real roots? Your root value cannot be inside the square root, you cannot have negative value. So sometimes these are called imaginary roots also. So application based question, all these are the word problems. You need to frame the equation, then you need to solve the equation. That's why weightage is more. Now the first question, if you'll see what is there, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182, right? We need to find out two numbers. So first, when you see, you can take it as two variable also. X plus y is 27, and here product x into y is 182. Now how will you differentiate? It's a linear equation or quadratic. Now look at here, x y, the degree is going to be 2. The moment your degree is 2 means it's a quadratic equation. You will follow substitution method. I can take y equals to 27 minus x. So what is going to be your equation here? X times 27 minus x will be equals to 182. And when you will solve this, you will get the quadratic equation, and then get the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and solve using factorization or quadratic equation. Similarly, in question number 2, if you see two consecutive positive integer, whenever there are two consecutive positive integer, always take as x plus 1, the sum of whose square. That means what will be my equation? X square plus x plus 1 whole square is 365. Convert it into ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and solve using factorization or quadratic formula. Third question, sometime the altitude of the right triangle. So take the right triangle here. So ABC is the right triangle. One of the side, another altitude. That means I can take AB as the altitude is 7 centimeter less than the base. So if I take base as x, it is x minus 7, and hypotenuse is 13. So you know that Pythagoras theorem is true. It can be x square plus x minus 7 whole square equals to 13 square. Get it to standard form in this form, plus c equals to 0, and then you can solve it using What is given in the age-based question? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So if Rohan's present age is X, then his mother's present age is X plus 26. Then what is given here? The product of their ages 3 years from now. So after 3 years, what will happen to their ages? It will be X plus 3 and this will be X plus 26 plus 3, right? So this is X plus 29, this is X plus 3. Now this product is going to be here 360. So again, you have seen how to frame equation for these word problems. You please solve these word problems, these 4 questions, and answer in the comment box.
Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Also, keep practicing.